Hello everybody and welcome to end of 3 year and December A&S Investments Entropia video. Now in case you didn't notice, right at the beginning I had my little intro there and my little entertainment only disclaimer. These are the stuff I got made up by some guy from Bangladesh, I think. And yeah, that's what's going to be going on my crypto investments videos, which should go good this year because crypto's having a lot of regulations and I'm quite excited about the year coming. As for Entropia, I had a fair bit of time to play this month. Work backed off. As you all know, I did start working again. But as Christmas came towards Christmas, the work dried off and I ended up having more time on my hands at home. So I was able to play the game normally, sell amps, sell mining goods and guns and blah blah blah. And of course started the next month here. So what is the result of our 3-year experiment? Now some think when I say 3-year experiment I mean the 3 years is up and that's it. Well, that's actually not right. 3-year experiment references back to a time when I said I was going to make a video to MindArc and I wasn't quite ready to do that yet. It was either going to be 2 years or 3 years, but the problem is with some of the stuff that I had on my summary page, it hadn't quite reached 50,000 PED. And as we all know, on their website, they have 50,000 PED written as sort of like the only real gauge that we have of how much to spend versus when we should expect our good percent rate return. So the 50,000 PED was a gauge. We reached 50,000 PED in basically every craft that mattered. Metal mounting here got to 48,216, but as you can see, the return rate was 95.43%. So we spent 257,000 USD over the 3 years, and we got back 92.22% return at a loss of 20,000 USD for 3-year period. Not good enough, MA. That means we're paying just over $9,000 a year to play the game. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that's an expensive game to play. And one might argue, well, you can make that up in MU. Yeah, you can. But let's talk about what fairness and unfairness we see in the summary page that I'll be bringing up in my video to MindArc. And that's conductors 1 and 2. Number 1, front and center, should be you are basically, I'm an experienced player. I've got a high level of electronics engineering. My blueprints are QR100. Why are you only paying me 86%? It's not good enough. So things like that will be discussed in my MindArc video. So what's happened in the last month in Entropia? We've started to see Unreal tokens appear in the game. And there's 2 things I've got to say about Unreal tokens after investigation. Unreal tokens will continue to be dropped even after Mayhem is finished. They will be dropped because I don't know if you guys remember the 15th year anniversary, the Fen edition, and I was thinking to myself, what time of year was that? So I actually done a little bit of research like a normal person, and I found out that it was actually started in October of 2018 when the Fen event started, and it actually went for about 4 months, so it was long. And of course a lot of Ubers made lots of big money during this time. So here's the post from the Fen event. It started on October the 12th, finished on January the 30th, and upon even more investigation, as we approach Unreal Engine implementation, which some people think are a long way away, but actually it is not that far away. According to Entropia's Unreal Engine tokens post here, they have said here that you will get 1% of revenue per Unreal Engine token. So you'll get about 0.04 PED a month. So you want to loot a few of them if you want to be gleaning passive income off this game in the future. I know that they're rare, but they do have 1 million of them to release. And don't get me wrong, I've got no doubt the Ubers have probably got dozens of them by now, if not hundreds. If they're releasing 1 million and I've looted 2, and I hunted a fair bit, but not that much, then you can guarantee that they've got their fair share of Unreal tokens. So they should, I guess. But the important thing in this post here isn't about the Unreal tokens. It's actually about the last paragraph here. Unreal Engine tokens will be a major component of the rewards in the 20th year Entropia Universe event planned for early 2023. Now, as I spoke before, the Fen edition was in October. Let's just say they dragged their ass and take until October. But from what this post here says, it says pretty much straight after Merry Mayhem, this is going to start. We don't know that, but that's what I'm getting from this little post here. They have been known to take a little bit longer to release certain content, as we all know. But this is promising. So you'll be able to get your Unreal tokens during the 20-year anniversary event. You will be able to get probably Twen, they're calling them Twen tokens. So it says, tokens will also be used as prizes in various events during the ongoing development in Entropia Universe. But are they going to release any unlimited guns and items like they did in the 15-year anniversary? Hasn't been mentioned. I got a lot of other stuff here to talking about Entropia Engine collaboration, which is basically sort of like Gala. Engine is like the game will go on there. People will be able to use Engine tokens to buy things. I'd imagine it'll probably have an out-of-game marketplace, because Engine, that's what Engine is. They've got games on there, and they've got an out-of-game marketplace where people can buy and sell items out of game with cryptocurrency. So that's probably going to be a thing. They keep mentioning the ERC20 Ethereum network. So you can expect Entropia to migrate into Web3, to migrate into NFTs, and become an NFT game. No doubt in my mind, according to these articles. So, it's pretty exciting, is all I've got to say. And if you've got your hunting skills up to a decent amount, you're good to go. Just make sure you've got heaps of cash to the side, because I don't remember it being cheap. But you got to remember that if they do release any unlimited items, as we can see, those unlimited items are worth tens of thousands of dollars. Or even a few $1,000s, you know. Depends which level you get and how much effort you put in. So that's exciting stuff. Well, back to the boring old business side of things. Yeah, like from my 3-year summary in saying, you know, blah, 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 crafting and that. And you got to remember, I don't put hunting in this because as far as I'm concerned, hunting is the entertainment part of the game. No one was ever going to make any money out of hunting. You were only ever going to make any money out of mining and crafting. If you're making money out of hunting, good on you. But I'd prefer to mine and craft because I'll make more money, you know? I know some of you might have looted an item worth 50 grand or 60 grand after 10 years, but I'd prefer to get my money in smaller chunks, thank you very much. And so with mining, you know, if you're a new player, if you're an old player, look, all I can say is there's no secret to mining. You're not going to make any markup on Listearium and oil, and you're not going to find any really good spots to mine right under your nose at Camp Icarus. You have to explore the Entropia universe. You have to find the good spots. You have to use the right depths. If you don't have the tool for the right depths, get depth enhancers, get the markup. It's there. Anyone can make a profit off mining, basically. I'm not going to say from day one, but once you find some good spots and some good markup, you don't even have to find deep stuff. Like Belcar's worth a fortune at the moment. They've really stripped Belcar back. Go and find a good Belcar spot and just mine that. And then make basic sensors. You know? People think it's really complicated, but at the beginning it's actually not. It's just because you don't know where the spots are, and you don't know where to go, and you don't know what to do. But once you figure those things out, you know, I can mine Alcinese here, or I can't find any, and I'll buy it cheap on the auction house. Oh, I found a good spot for Belcar, I'll hit that every day. People don't understand also about mining is you don't going to get the same stuff in the same spot every day. It changes, they cycle it through. One day, let's say my Typonolic Steam Literian dust spot. I'll go there one day, there'll be none. I'll go there the next day, there'll be heaps. No, there's no way to map it. Tuesdays aren't Typonolic and Literian dust day. Thursdays aren't Belcar day. It's when you just got to go there and mine. It's either there or it isn't. So they've made it as less predictable and more player dedication orientated. That's what they've gotten to from where they were. Before you knew where Belcar was, you could just get amps and go and smash it and away you go. Not no more. You might get amps and go to your Belcar spot and get none. And still use your amps up. and get no markup for that day. That's just the way it is. So, got to deal with it, you know. I've learned how to deal with it, and that's by mining small. And if I get a shit run, well, at least it wasn't a shit run with level 5 or D-class amps, you know. So mining, 94.49%. We are probably going to hit the 1 million cycled mark this year. I know people that have hit the 7 million cycled mark, and they are still getting this return. So do not really expect much better than this. If you're getting lower than this, well, obviously you still don't have the skills. Just want to remind people too that skills do matter in this game. You might not think they do. It's because they don't matter until you've got lots of them. You know, I'm level 70, almost level 70 prospector and surveyor. And I'm telling you right now, compared to a level 10 prospector and surveyor, I do well. You know. And I see the benefits. There are side benefits, by the way, in being that high. For example, mining amp penalisation. I can use level 5 amps and I do not get penalised. I remember at level 20 using level 5 amps and getting penalised bad. They make you pay. Just remember, this is a secretive game. If you don't find this shit out on your own or through someone like me, you won't find out and you'll pay the price pretty heavily. Yeah, so there's mining for you in a nutshell. I'm going to probably go on another run today. I'll be logging back in to pay some people out after this video if it succeeds. I had a mic issue with my previous video, so this is take number 2. And yeah, so all in all, I'm looking forward to Unreal Engine adoption. They said it's coming soon. The tokens are going to be released during a big event. I'd say probably towards the mid or end of 2023, we will see a migration. Unreal Engine isn't that hard to use. The assets are a lot easier. I just noticed my wife was playing on Arcadia yesterday, killing some manuras, and the grass was Unreal Engine grass. It wasn't the shady Maya made. You know, if any of you have ever done a grass tutorial in 3ds Max or Maya and then put it into a game, that's the grass that Entropia had before. Shit. It's just a couple of bits of flat 2D animations made to look like 3D. You go to Arcadia now into some of the grassy areas and you can tell it just looks like grass with flowers. It's friggin' awesome. A lot of the terrain's changed. A lot of the mobs and trees have changed. It's really good to see that them practicing with their other assets in this engine. So, very exciting. Alright, so there's no need to drag this out. Come and get your pay from 2Car if I happen to be around. I do need to do a little bit of baking today. And that's probably only going to take me an hour or so. I might actually do that after I release this video and then come back and spend the rest of the afternoon mining and paying people out. Okay? End of video. I hope everyone had a really good Christmas and a New Year. And I'll make another video at the end of January. Yeah? I'm going away. Forgot to mention that. Going away 14th of January to the end of January. Going to Queensland with my family for 2 weeks. Won't be playing. So don't freak out if you don't see me log in for 2 weeks. If I get access to a computer, I'll log in. If I can't get access to a computer, I won't log in. But I would like to log in and check my auction house and restock it and stuff. But see how we go. Alright guys, have a good one. Hope you enjoyed my new introductory little thing at the beginning of this, because that's for my business videos. And I might make one for A&S Investments eventually too. Alright guys, see you later.